So, Modern Warfare 3 Underground, Model 1887 gameplay. What's the worst that can possibly happen? Well, watch and you will see. Call of Duty, for me, at the moment is it's like a visit to your grandmother's house. You know your nan, who you go and see, and you think, oh God, it's Nan. Ugh, you know, and you turn up there and she answers the door and she's like, hello, dear, and she looks down and goes, oh, you've put weight on, haven't you? And makes you feel like shit. Makes you feel really bad about yourself and makes you want to slit your throat. Well, you have a little bit of time away. You know, you spend about a week or so away and you think, oh, I wonder how Nan is. I feel bad. I'm going to go and see her and I'm going to spend some time. And then you knock on the door, she invites you in, and the first thing that comes out of her mouth is how she thinks you're fattening yourself up for Christmas like a fucking turkey. That's my relationship with COD at the moment. I've spent a week or 2 weeks away from it. I've had a lot of fun. I felt good about myself. I've calmed down a lot, and then I go back and it's like, whoa, I realise how fat I am. It's terrible. It's pissing me off. It's doing my head in. This game is just shit. And I specifically actually went out to get this gameplay, not for the reason that I wanted to say, hey, look, it's a Model 1887 gameplay, and I've gone 40 for none. In fact, I've gone 80 for none. And there's not even 80 kills in a TDM, but somehow I fucking managed it with this gun, and look at me, I'm the best. I wanted to showcase this gameplay to say, look, these are the people that are making the next Call of Duty. These are the people who are responsible in November for bringing the next COD to our place. And, you know, I'm noticing, as I'm, like, flicking through my feed in YouTube, I'm noticing that people are uploading videos, and when I'm listening to them, they're kind of talking in a, I suppose, a suspenseful, excited state about Advanced Warfare. You know, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I noticed that at E3, and that looked exciting, and yeah, I think it could be good. And it's like, the dreaded words. I remember saying those words in Call of Duty, well, before Call of Duty Go, saying, oh, you know, I think it might be okay. I like the look of this. That marksman rifle looks fun. I think that might be okay. And I like the Riley thing. That looks like it could be really good as well. And then 2 months later, I'm doing an Everybody Loves Riley series where I scream as I get commando lunge bitten by a dog. So, you know, it kind of evens itself out to just being the usual same old, same old. And, you know, I want to get excited. I want to get excited about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I really do. The only thing I'm actually excited about, and this is the God's honest truth, this is how sad I am. The only thing I'm excited about is the night on the release is actually having a bit of sleep during the day, or, you know, coming home from work, catching a couple of hours sleep, and then going and buying a nice refreshing energy drink and driving down to my local game shop, chilling out in the car and waiting for that shop to open. I can't wait for that. And I don't know why, it's just almost going to be like a camping trip for me. That's how sad I am. That's how little I get out. But I'm looking forward to that because it's kind of like a tradition now. It's a tradition I've done since Black Ops 1. Modern Warfare 2, I actually managed to get a copy, luckily, because Modern Warfare 2 practically sold out and it was really hard to get. But Black Ops 1 was the first game I actually went and stood outside a shop for ages. But now we're lucky, you know, we've got a shop called Game here, and one thing they do is, I don't know if any of you guys have pre-ordered any games from Game, but one thing they do is you go in, you pre-order your game, you keep your receipt, and they say, look, we will open at 12 o'clock, doors, come in, and just show your receipt, and if you've got your receipt on you, first come, first serve, there you go. You're walking out the shop within a minute of you know, a minute of the doors opening. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's the personal thing for me. Realistically, though, as far as gameplay goes, as far as the multiplayer goes, I don't know. You know, a lot of people have been asking my thoughts about the E3 Advanced Warfare kind of showcase thing, of what I think about this gun that kind of multiplies, makes bullets somehow, like a paper processing the gun that's going to just completely, I don't know, give birth to more bullets. Yeah, I've got views about that. I have got views about that. I think that gun personally, and I could be wrong because I don't understand how the game works and it's too early to make assumptions, but from what I've seen, which is very little, I would imagine a gun that you can sit there and it just keeps on resupplying your bullets. It's almost going to be like a built-in one-man army that is going to be perfect for campers. You imagine somebody on top of a building using that gun with all access points to the building taken, no way to get out, you know, no way to get up, no way of them running out of ammunition because their gun just keeps on resupplying. That's my view on that, you know, and maybe that's really negative, but hey, you know, I've been playing Call of Duty for long enough to be old in the tooth and nasty about it because it stung me and burnt me so many times over, and it will persist to do so over and over again. Look at this gameplay here. It's just vile. You know, the Model 1887, this was why I wanted to showcase it. The fucking hit markers in this was just wrong. It was totally pathetic. And I've had this gun with damage on, and it's never really too much better. It's okay, it's a little bit better, a little bit more improved, but essentially on the whole, this gun is just a hit marker machine. And it's sad, you know, I look at this gameplay, I kind of watched it back and I thought that is quite depressing, that I have got so many hit markers with a gun that had so much promise for me, and it just seems to be pointless that it's in the game. I don't think I've ever been killed by a Model 1887, and that tells you something. You look at the kill feed, I've always said this about Modern Warfare 3, and I know it's a bit late to be talking about this, but like I say, these are the people that are going to be making the next Call of Duty. That's what you have to remember. And I look into the kill feed, and all I see is ACR and MP7. And I did have a gameplay that I was going to upload. It was me, I was using the Scar L, and I was getting profound hit markers on everybody that I shot, and I was getting quite frustrated. And then I picked up somebody's MP7 off the floor and then went on to get my Reaper. Yeah, I died 7 times. I had a terrible amount of deaths and not many kills, and then I went on to get something like an 18 gun streak with the MP7 that I just picked up off the floor with the suppressor on. So yeah, you know, I hope that they've looked back at this. I really do. I think from a sensible business point of view, they would have to sit down and say, okay, this is our project, this is what we're going to do, let's have a look back and see what we did before, let's see if we can learn anything, let's have a look on YouTube, let's have a look on all these different forums, because YouTube isn't the only, it's not the be all and end all of information. Let's look on all these different forums and see what we can learn from people's reactions and what they liked and what they didn't like, and hopefully they would kind of get an idea. You know, the one thing I will say is what's quite sad, and people don't really seem to back you up on this, is Robert Bowling actually kind of had his finger on the pulse. Looking back at it now, you've got to be honest, you have to be honest. Looking back at Robert Bowling now compared to David Vonderhaar, compared to Mark Rubin, Robert Bowling was like Mother Teresa. The smiling assassin turned out to be the good guy in the end. Wow, how things turn around. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the, well, I hope you watched the gameplay, whatever, and I will see you later, guys. Have a good one. Apocalypse done.